with Andy Woodman post-match. Chesterfield 0, Bromley 0. Andy, listen, I'll start with some stats first. Chesterfield have only lost 5 games this season. Bromley have lost the least in the league with 4. Chesterfield are next with 5. And I say that because I think people need to see this point for what it is. Yes, obviously Nicky could have won it with a penalty at the end, but not many teams have beaten Chesterfield this season, so good point.
I think it's a point we'd have taken probably before that. Well, I don't know if he would actually come saying that, because we don't want to just take a point, we want to win. But on reflection, it's a clean sheet that I'd take. Nicky with the penalty. Look, Nicky, we're in debt to Nicky already this season. He's got us out of a few holes already, so I've got no stress about Nicky. If the keeper goes the other way, it's a brilliant penalty, as it turns out. I thought it was a good save. So that's always disappointing, but look, it's a point away at Chesterfield and another point further up the league.
And in terms of how you set up today, we've seen these kind of performances before where it felt to me like it was very much a case of, listen, let's keep the clean sheet no matter what, let's get the clean sheet, be resolute, men behind the ball. And that's not to say it was a defensive performance, but more to say just make sure you're in the game and then pick your moments right. Is that the best way of seeing how it went?
Kind of. I mean, I don't think we really set out to say let's just be defensive. But you can't open up a game here at Chesterfield. You just can't. We've done it a few times before, and when this crowd get up and this team get up, it's a tough place to, you don't want it to be a basketball match and an open game. So we have to make sure we snuff out the opposition a little bit and take their space. And I thought we did that really well. That said, I thought we was the better team. I thought we had better chances than them. I really can't. Grant made a good save, tip over the bar and a header maybe, but other than that, I thought we was good for it, and. I think probably that'd be a bit more relieved than we are.
Yeah, it's interesting that you kind of go there as well, because something about the game that kind of stood out for me was there aren't really, I need to pick this question carefully, I don't think there's many teams in this league that can truly say we are better than Bromley or Bromley can't match them. Chesterfield are a very good side, and there was nothing there to say which suggested they are better than Bromley, and they've added loads of players to their squad, etc. So you're sitting in a good place.
I think individually there's probably loads of teams that can say they've got better players than us, but collectively I don't think there's anyone that can say they've got a better team than us. As a group of players, I wouldn't change my players for anyone. They're everyone to a man. They're fantastic. So yeah, I'm really happy with the group I've got, and this Chesterfield team, they've added 6 players in this window. I think MK Dons have added a load, and Swindon have added a load. We have to cut our cloth accordingly. We've always had to do that, and I'm kind of all right with that, to be honest. There might be one more in the door, there might be 2 more in the door, there might be none in the door. But I'm kind of all right with that. We've got a group of players who got you to the top of the table. You can't be doing too much wrong.
Damola wasn't involved today. Obviously, you've got him through the door in the last few days. Is it just because he came in so late? So
yeah.
It was.
Yeah, he's only had 1 training session, and I think it'd have been unfair on Damola, and it'd have been unfair on the group, to be honest, to just suddenly chuck him in the squad. And you've got to pick that very carefully sometimes and make sure that it's just not a given. And he needs a week with us to just know how we are and what we're like as a group.
And then finally, obviously, you're a man who keeps track of where your team needs to be. You're on track still?
Oh, we're bang on track. Yeah, we're bang on track. We're more than on track.
Cheers, Andy. Thank you.